Gina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my first wrap up of 2018 for you. I'm going to continue the format that I did in 2017 by doing 5 books per video because I really like that format and I think a lot of you liked it as well because it allows me time to talk more about the books that I am reading and really gush if I want to gush over them, and it's nice short chunks and just a few select books instead of trying to rush through things to get a somewhat short video in. So I have the first 5 books, but I do quickly want to mention that I did read 100 books in 2017, not 70 or 75. I think I only had up to 70 of my wrap-ups of 2017. When I went to start editing the last few wrap-ups of 2017, my editing software was starting to do weird things with my audio, and I'm really hoping it was a fluke with those videos and not a continuous thing, because that's not gonna be fun if it's a continuous thing, and I'm gonna be real upset if it is. So hopefully it's not, hopefully it's a fluke. But I did read 100 books. I will leave a link in the description to my Goodreads shelf of my read books in 2017. There are only 98 books on that list because I did read Alex approximately 3 times last year. It's fantastic, you should all read it. But this is about 2018 and the first 5 books that I have read. They are all audiobooks or ebooks from the library because, you know, my plan of reading all of my signed books that I haven't read yet is going great. It's not going great at all. So the first book that I want to talk about is Unqualified by Anna Faris. This book was pretty good for a memoir. I don't try, that's a lie. I'm going to start trying to start each year off with a memoir, probably a celebrity memoir, because I noticed last year after I read Lauren Graham's book that I have started the last 3 out of 4 years with a memoir. So like 2014, I believe, I read 2 memoirs at the very start of the year. Then 2015 I didn't, and then 16 and 17 were both memoirs, completely by accident. And Anna Faris's was also kind of by accident. I had originally planned on reading Gordie Howe's book, which I am still currently reading, and Anna Faris's became available to me on Overdrive because I put it on hold like 3 months ago. So it just kind of works out that I start the years with memoirs, and I kind of like this tradition, so I'm continuing the tradition. This book was pretty interesting. I'm not a huge Anna Faris fan, but I do like her. I like her movies. I used to like the show Mom. I haven't watched it in a few seasons, but I like her. I like watching her, and listening to her audiobook was just as fun. It's not my favorite celebrity memoir, but definitely way better than some that I have read. And so I ended up giving this 3.5 stars. It was fun. It was definitely interesting, and it made me a little emotional at certain points, like when she started talking about the birth of her son, and it was very emotional. So it definitely got emotional in some parts, and if you are a fan of Anna Faris, I definitely say check it out. The second book that I finished, didn't start it in 2018, but I finished it, was another memoir, and that is The Disaster Artist by Greg Stessero and Tom Bissell. I ended up giving this 3 stars. It is fantastic. If you liked the movie The Disaster Artist and haven't read the book, read the book. It's way different and made me like the movie less because it's just paints Tommy Wiseau in a different light. If you don't know what The Disaster Artist is, it is a book based off of the making of The Room, which is the greatest bad movie of all time, and I agree with that because seeing The Room in theaters at midnight and throwing spoons at a screen is so much fun. It is fantastic. I've done it twice in the last like 6 months. I have the opportunity to do it again next week. As of recording this, I don't know when this is going up, but I have the opportunity to do it again very soon. Probably not going to do it because seeing that movie in theaters 3 times within half a year is kind of excessive, but it was a fun book. It took me forever to get through it though. I started the audiobook months ago and I just now finished it, and it was a struggle. Not that it wasn't good, and like I liked the audiobook because Greg narrates it. I just couldn't, I didn't want to keep listening to it. So that was odd. The next book that I have is I Hate Everyone But You by Gabby Dunn and Allison Raskin, who are apparently YouTubers. Didn't know this till I started reading reviews. This book is told through text messages and emails, and it follows 2 best friends and their first semester in college. I really liked it. It was adorable and super cheesy, and I definitely identify with Ava. I gave it 3.5 stars because it definitely has its issues, and it was really fun though. If you're into like the text style books, it's a super quick read and I really enjoyed it. Number 4 is Misery by Stephen King. This is one of 2 buddy group reads that I did this month, and it was amazing. I can't believe it took me this long to read it. I've never read it before. I've never seen the movie. However, I'm borrowing the movie from Mike and I will be watching that very soon. And I hope to like it as much as I loved the audiobook. I gave it 4 stars. If you're unaware of what Misery is about, it is about this lady who basically kidnaps and starts torturing her favorite author into writing a new novel in a series that she loves. So that's fun, and the whole time I just kept thinking, is this what Stephen King thinks is gonna happen if he interacts with fans at all? Because it's pretty interesting. But it was a lot of fun and definitely cringe worthy. There were parts, if you've read it or seen the movie, there were parts that I was just like cringing at work. And at one point my boss came over and like had me pause it and goes, what are you listening to? And I told her and she goes, oh, okay. So that was fun. And the last book that I'm going to talk about in this video is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I gave this 4.5 stars. It was amazing. I started listening to the audiobook on like Sunday and finished it Monday at 2 a.m. I could not stop listening to it. I did like 5 loads of laundry and some other cleaning, and we dyed my hair and everything while I was listening to this book. And then I didn't want to stop listening to it because it hooked me. It hooked me good and I loved it, and I finally know what Hello Darling is from. I've been wondering what the Hello Darling is from since The Broken Bookish Secret Santa, because one of the clues that somebody had was a card that said Hello Darling, and their clue was like, if this is on your wish list, then I have you. And I was like, I don't know what this is, so I guess you don't have me. And it took me like 70% of the book to finally realize that, oh, he's been saying Hello Darling this entire time. So that was great. But it was a really good book. Doesn't necessarily need a sequel, but I'm kind of really excited for the sequel, so that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Pretty excited. So something new that I'm going to start on my channel, and this will probably be the last video that I preface that it's new, I'm just going to start doing it, is I want to start doing a quote at the end of my videos. Just a quote, a positivity quote, some kind of inspirational quote that I like and find, and just kind of want to put out that positivity into the world. And I like this idea, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. So today's quote comes from Oscar Wilde. I'm sure you've all heard it before, but is be yourself, everyone else is already taken. I've always loved that quote, and it's one of my favorites, so that is the quote you get today. This is it for today's video, for today's wrap-up. If you have questions or thoughts or anything about any of these books, or just want to talk, definitely hit me up in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time.